I'm Dave with Cloverleaf Racing, and we're going to be talking about driving tips. When people ask me how they can drive faster, I tell them a good place to start is knowing when to accelerate coming out of a corner and when to brake going into a corner. I use these two cups to help identify those points. As I'm coming out of this corner, I want to accelerate to full speed when I hit that cup. When I come to this cup, I want to brake. And I do that by using the controller. Now, with our cups in place, we got a really good visual of where to accelerate and when and where to brake. So I can accelerate there and I can brake there. Accelerating's pretty easy. Everybody catches on to that. You just pull the trigger. The braking is harder to do. With braking, we need to completely take our finger off the trigger. So I'm accelerating, I brake, and then I regain speed. I'm at full speed, I brake, that's the braking there. Completely remove your finger from the trigger. And then to maintain momentum, I need to put my finger back on the trigger, not full speed, just halfway. So brake, regain momentum, or maintain momentum, brake, maintain momentum. And you can practice that without the car because it's really hard to do this. It feels very unnatural. So if you just practice that without a car on the track, then go and try it with the car on the track. Just accelerate, brake, put your finger back on the trigger. Accelerate, brake, put your finger back on the trigger. I'll do it once more. Accelerate, brake, put your finger back on the trigger. And that's how you can get through this section of track. Now, I can change these points, which is what makes these cups really handy. I can come through this corner sooner. I can try it. I can try accelerating here instead of over here. And what happens is my car is not straight as it's exiting the corner. That's why it knocked off the cup. The car is trying to go this way, but because of the slot, what happens is the tail end swings out and then straightens back out. And what you've done there is you've lost time. So it does this, it actually comes back this way, and to a degree, it wobbles back and forth until it straightens out. To exit the corner most efficiently, the car needs to be straight before you hit full acceleration. Worst case is you'll come out. Second worst case is you just lose time. Now the same thing can happen down here. I can brake back here, but that's braking too soon, and I haven't capitalized on this amount of track right here. And if I brake too late, what will happen is the car, again, will try to go straight instead of following the curve of the track. A couple things will happen. It will go straight, or it'll start to swing out, and I could hit the cup again, and it'll do this again, and I'll lose time because I'm spending energy going sideways instead of forward. Let's see what happens if I brake that late. I'm going to try this. Well, I saw it. You may not have caught it, but the car did swing out and then it kicked back in. There it came out and hit the cup. So the idea behind the cups is to find the optimum point to brake, the optimum point to accelerate out of each corner and into each corner. So when I get out of this big corner, I need to know where to accelerate, when to brake. When to accelerate and when to brake. And again, when I brake, I'm only braking for an instant, and then I'm putting my finger back on the trigger to maintain momentum. As I get through the apex of the corner, I will increase my speed slightly, but not until I get out of that corner and my car is straight do I go full speed. Now, once you learn how to do that from every corner, you begin to develop what we call muscle memory. You learn to let go, put your finger back on the trigger, and then press at full speed. And believe it or not, you don't need to remember that in your mind, your muscle will just remember it. If you can do that for every corner, you'll find that your lap times will decrease, your overall times will improve, and you'll become a faster racer. I'm Dave with Cloverleaf, and I hope you enjoyed watching this video.